Good afternoon, Bashar.
And a you good day. How do you vote?
5.
And that is because?
I believe that aspect of the original law should be highlighted initially to help with a greater understanding of the original law, much like going from the world is flat to the world is round concept.
All right. Your planet is actually an oblate spheroid, but we'll accept round.
Okay, so my question for you today is, in a previous gathering, you mentioned the Atlanteans had come up with a way to help enhance learning in children.
Yes.
With drums and
yes.
in recreating the heartbeat on
yes.
drums. I'd appreciate it if you could elaborate on that and give specific details.
All right. Well, again, the idea is that when the children gather in the form of a class, the drum begins to beat, and it begins to beat at a beat that is more the beat that is representative of the awake and aware state in your daily life. Slowly, the beat is slowed down to be more representative of the heartbeat in what you call the dream state. When the drum is slowed down, and when all the children allow their heartbeats to slow down to match the drum beat, they all go into a synchronous kind of daydream. And in that synchronous daydream, they are allowed the opportunity to visualize and are given clues to visualize the thing they need to learn about so that they can actually feel they are becoming that scenario or actually interacting in that scenario. It's a kind of a hypnotic state. It's a kind of hypnosis teaching system. But it relies specifically on the periodicity of the heartbeat to evoke the correct state in the brain to allow for these daydreams to seem very real so that the individuals can go very deeply into them and feel that they are actually truly interacting in real scenarios so that by doing so they will retain more information. And they will learn by doing in those daydreams, by being induced into the proper state to do so. Does that help you?
Yes, so once the heartbeat drum sound is slowed down, does then the instructor start providing a scenario?
Yes.
Verbally?
Yes. You are on a ship at sea. You are learning how to sail a ship at sea. You are the ship. You are the masts. You are the rigging. You are the sails. And the children can actually begin to identify their consciousness with those reflections in such a way that simply by becoming the sail in the daydream, they learn everything there is to know about the sail, and thus, in conjunction with all the other components of the ship, they learn everything there is to know about ships and sailing.
So is it a specific type of drum or a specific type of heartbeat, a child as opposed to an adult?
Well, again, the idea is that the heartbeat that is mostly representative of the awake and aware state is changed to the heartbeat that is mostly representative of your heartbeat when you are deep asleep and dreaming.
And it doesn't matter whether it's a child or adult?
No, it does not.
Yeah.
I am simply saying that that's the way they generally taught their children.
Okay.
And the resonance of the drum can, to some degree, be important. What was chosen were those that most clearly and deeply resonated to the idea of what the heartbeat sounds like.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Yes. Thank you very much.
And also, it was used to the idea of what you call regressions, because once the heartbeat sound is mimicked and mirrored, and you can take that resonance and the periodicity of the beat to the idea of the heartbeat that the child felt in the mother's womb, you can actually allow the child to have very clear memories of the entire birthing process and everything from that point forward. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you.
Does this help you?
Yes, thank you very much.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bashar.
Good day to you. Your vote is?
Number 5.
And why?
I feel we are ready. I feel ourselves.
Ready for what?
For this next expanded level of knowledge,
All right.
understanding.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
what
ready.
else do you wish to discuss?
I'm experiencing what I call accelerated timelessness.
Yes, exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of, because it's sort of like an oxymoron,
Yes, it
accelerated
is.
timeliness.
Yes.
And what I'm finding is that...
Remember, we have always said, moving at infinite speed feels exactly like you are standing perfectly still. Because you're everywhere at once. Make sense?
Yes.
So that is accelerated timelessness.
So what's been happening is that I find my fears,
Yes.
I'm actually able to move past them much faster now
Yes.
as part of that acceleration and
Yes,
timelessness.
yes, yes.
So-
Because anytime you are in the now, you have more access to more information and thus can transmute things more efficiently.
All right, so I would like to even go to the next level.
Which would be what? You're always going to the next level.
Okay, so how do I then, in this now...
Yes. This now?
Oh, all my
Or-
nows.
or this
all my
now.
nows. All my nows.
Or this now? Or this now?
Okay, every microsecond now.
Yes.
A millisecond now.
Yes. How do you what?
Is there a possibility of being in each now with all the positive beliefs that I would want and all the positive definitions I would want? So there doesn't even have to be drawing upon any fears or any definitions or any beliefs that no longer serves me because they all come from the past anyways.
They actually all come from the present. You just say they come from the past, but that's just another version of the present. They don't come from the past. Change that definition now. Yes? They come from the present.
Okay.
There is no past.
Okay.
Is there? If everything is here and now, there is no such thing as the past. What you call the experience of the past is simply another parallel now.
Okay, so how
understand
do I
this?
choose all the parallel nows that supports the positive beliefs and definitions that...
By acting on your highest excitement and knowing that whatever is relevant for this particular life will be there to support you. Because the idea is that all you actually need is what's relevant to the path that you've chosen. All things are possible, but not all things are probable or relevant. So all you need to really understand is that whatever aspects of any other parallel reality are required for you to apply in your life now, will be the ones that manifest for you. And they will all be representative of positive reinforcing belief systems that are relevant for the path and theme you've chosen to explore. You don't need them all. You only need the ones that are relevant for the theme you're exploring at any given moment.
So if there's any fears which is still coming up in
Yes.
this now,
Yes.
it's positive for me in some way, and I just need to recognize that and understand that
Yes.
and accept it.
Well, the first thing that's positive is the recognition of the fear, of the negative definition, because if you don't recognize it, you don't have anything to work with. You don't have anything to change.
Okay.
So that's positive, isn't it?
Yes, yes. That
Remember that as you explore and expand your excitement, one of its jobs will be to bring to your attention anything still remaining within you that doesn't match that vibration. So acting on your excitement doesn't necessarily at first make the idea of negative definitions disappear. It makes them stand out. Says you need to deal with this because only when you deal with this and integrate it will you then change the energy of this into the energy of more excitement, which is the point of why it brings it to your attention.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, that part makes sense.
Oh, all right. What part doesn't?
Okay. So one of the things that I find is I'm more in the now
Yes.
is I'm becoming forgetful.
Good.
And now I'm too young to have
Good,
like
good, good,
dementia
good,
and
good, good,
senility.
good.
So I don't think it's because I'm getting demented.
Good.
Okay.
Forget about remembering.
Yeah, but there are important things like paying bills and washing dishes. You know what I'm saying? They're
It's
important.
only because you are focused on trying to retain a memory that you don't know what you need to know when you need to know it. We have no memory at all. And thus we forget nothing.
You have no
Because we
memory?
have nothing to forget.
You have no memory at all, so you
Listen
forget.
again.
Okay.
We have no memory at all, and thus we have nothing to forget. Therefore, we know everything we need to know when we need to know it. The only thing that's tripping you up is that you think you're losing your memory, that you think you need to remember things in a certain way. All you need to know is that you will know what you need to know when you need to know it, and you don't need to know it a moment before you need to know it. And thus, you will know it not a moment later than you need to know it. Forget about remembering. Just let the information be there as you need it, when you need it, in perfect timing.
So just be willing to pay the penalties if I've forgotten my bills and stuff like that.
Be willing to understand that you can allow yourself to know what you need to know so that there will be no penalties. But if that happens, then yes, allow it. But the idea is that you are attempting to level out, you're attempting to blend and harmonize still varying belief systems. That's what's tripping you up.
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get
You're
that.
attempting to harmonize contradictory belief systems. That's what's tripping you up.
So how do I untrip myself?
I just told you. Stop trying to reconcile disharmonious beliefs that have no business being in the same place at the same time.
So just allow myself to be forgetful and it's okay. And just
As soon as you allow it to be all right to forget, you will know what you need to know.
Okay.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Do you understand?
Yes, yes, yes.
And if you should decide to push those contradictory beliefs together again and suddenly find that, oh no, I forgot, and now I have penalties to pay, so what? So what? It's part of your process of understanding how to let go of those assumptions and those ideas that for some reason you will be punished and that there will be penalties by simply being yourself.
That's cool.
Yes.
Okay, that I like. Okay, got it.
Does that help you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Shed
yes,
a little
yes.
light?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay, I got it. So there's no need to punish myself or.
No, unless you enjoy it. Unless you're excited about being a masochist.
For making mistakes or.
What mistakes?
Okay.
You may have chosen something you don't prefer. If you want to call that a mistake, fine.
Okay.
But don't judge yourself for having made it. If you make a mistake, don't make the mistake of judging yourself for having made the mistake. How's that?
Thank you. I'm very.
Or you're just compounding the idea of mistakes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Making the mistake isn't a mistake. Judging yourself for having done it is the mistake. Does that help you?
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you so much, Bashar.
All of you make no mistake about it. You deserve to be happy. Period. You don't need a reason.